have to have good toilet paper. My toothpaste has to be Crest. And I can only drink Coca-Cola. I can't drink that off-brand crap. What? Something that you buy that other people would go, oh my God, that is so dumb. My God, why is she spending this money on this?
You start saying the same thing that you said just a little bit ago, and go ahead, because I'm gonna come at you.
Welcome everybody to today's show. A boomer and a Gen Xer walk into a bar, coming to you from the Rabbit Hole Studio, where you, as a listener, will experience some wit and wisdom, some smartassery, and a mother-daughter questioning, are we even related? What? My name is Bobbi Joy, and my co-host is my mom, Jane. And for the next few minutes, about 25 minutes, we're here to entertain you.
Yes, that's right. And entertaining it will be.
Yes, it will be.
Because we've already had arguments about this.
Not even 5 minutes into talking about it.
It was 30 seconds.
It was.
And we were into it already.
It was.
What is the topic?
What is the topic?
The topic today is stupid purchases.
All right.
Is that right?
It is.
So what I think is stupid, you may not. And what you think, I may not. So we'll see where this lands, shall we?
We shall.
All right. Well, I just wanted to go in and tell you just real quickly that looking on the web, one of the biggest money wasters and biggest regrets and stupid purchases, timeshares.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because you can't get out of those stupid things.
Well, right. And you can use them one weekend in like October or November when no one else is using it.
Yeah.
And
I don't know of anybody who actually, I know one person, but usually they can't even get the times that they want. And they go, we haven't been in our timeshare for 15 years. What?
Yeah.
And you're still paying for it.
Yep.
Oh, man. I will tell you, back in the day when I was younger, almost got hoodwinked into one of those. And I said, no, we're not doing that. And I got up and left.
Yeah.
So thank goodness that happened. But anyway.
I mean, they sucker you in. They say, hey, come enjoy a free vacation.
Stereo. We'll give you a free stereo and you get 2 nights stay at the Hilton.
Yeah, just come listen to our presentation.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. That would be a hard no, a double hard no.
All right. So let's have you start today, Mom. Give us some stupid purchases that you think are just absolutely not worth it, or you just
that
can't
I regret. That I probably regret. Okay.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can think of, are we talking big purchases or small purchases?
Any size.
So I hope this triggered a lot of our listeners. I hope they're going, oh man, I had this purchase, or this was really stupid on our
once
part.
We start listing stuff off, it might start triggering some people. So.
We'll see. But I will say that the most expensive, stupid purchase I made was I bought a 1936 Ford Roadster car.
I remember that.
And it was a show car.
But it was beautiful.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Had a 350 Chevy small block and a posy rear end, and had not hydraulic, but solenoid system for, opening the doors and all that business. It was all lit up. It was a sharp car. It was
nice to look at.
It was nice. It had the gangster rag top on it.
Yep.
It was a show car. And
tell us how it was driving down the highway, though.
It was not good because of the fact that it was a show car. Every time something would hit it, like a rock or anything, the whole thing had to go in, be stripped down, because you get those starbursts in the paint. The whole thing had to be stripped down. It cost me a fortune. And I rarely got to drive it because of that. And it was a sharp car. I mean, it got a lot of looks at the car shows and stuff. But that was probably the biggest one that I regretted making.
Okay.
What's your biggest one?
That I personally paid for?
Yeah.
Or am still paying for?
College.
I was going to say this might trigger you, but yes, college.
It's not triggering me at all. Because
college.
I will tell you, I have been
the biggest money waster I've ever seen in my entire life, because you can't sit there and tell me that in 4 years of college, you would learn more than you would 4 years on the job that you're trying to do.
I don't disagree with you. And I came from the energy business.
Yes.
And I am a big advocate for going to technical schools, 2-year skills.
Oh, that's different. Trade schools, that's different.
I am a big advocate for that. When you talk about going and getting a 4-year or 6-year degrees,
unless you're a doctor,
they're not making the money that these skills guys are or men and women, because of the fact that they're in such demand, and they make some hellish money.
Yeah.
And so I have always been a big advocate for that. So you're saying that your biggest regret was paying for college?
Yeah, because
you're still paying for it.
Unless you're a doctor or a lawyer or, something that you actually learn that specific specialty. I mean, you could walk onto any job, and in 4 years, you could have more experience at that job than you ever would go into a 4-year college and then coming into the career field.
Right. And then also, and because I have a couple of degrees, that I went to college.
Yep. I went to college with you, remember?
Oh, yeah. You went to some classes with me because I got mine late in life.
Yes.
Right. So, but why would we force students to have electives?
Right.
Why are we forcing them to pay for electives? And, I guess this is just something I could go on and on about, and we're not going to do that today. But, colleges, they certainly have the alumni to pay for the sports and the stadiums and all that. And here's these kids still struggling trying to buy books. And it's crazy.
It's one of the biggest money-making businesses in the United States at this point. It's a business.
Dr. Domain is with us today, and we told him that we're going to drag him into this conversation. He just shakes his head no. But I know this topic is something that he would disagree with us on, won't you, Dr. Domain?
The college part?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I think it has its place. There's certain degrees that make sense.
Yeah, like a physician. I don't. But,
it doesn't necessarily need to be physician, but something like that.
But something that's a little higher level. Of course, even your own doctors and physicians and brain surgeons. Somebody landed last in class and they still passed.
Yes.
So, so Dr. Domain, we're going to ask you just real quick. What was your biggest regret or biggest money-making regret that you've ever had?
So it has to be the large purchase?
Large purchase for now,
I bought a 76 roundabout Glastron boat, and it was an inboard-outboard. And I took it out on the lake, and the outboard part of it that's attached to the hull fell off, and it sunk. Went right to the bottom of the lake. I never knew a boat could sink that fast. That was it. I didn't get a chance to name it. That was probably part of the issue is I didn't name it, and that was bad luck. Oh.
That's horrible.
That's so bad. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I didn't even get a ski behind it. Nothing. Oh.
That is so horrible. Just first time out, just bloop, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh my goodness. I know we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be laughing over that.
Well, hopefully he can laugh about it now.
Oh my! Can you laugh about it now?
Oh yeah, I'm past it. But I think a lot of the purchases now are smaller.
Yeah.
That I regret.
So that was definitely a bad deal on your part. And I really am sorry because that's a lot of money to spend and have it sink to the bottom of the lake.
Just to take it out once, it's gone. It's gone. Okay.
We're not laughing at you, Dr. Domain.
We're laughing at the situation.
We're laughing at the situation itself. And it really is a tragic situation. So I apologize for the
I've had time to heal.
You've had time to heal.
Yeah. Well, so thank God.
We'll be sending him back to therapy now.
Oh, I'm telling you.
My gosh, that's
okay.
So funny.
Let's talk about some like either smaller purchases or purchases that other people make that we think are stupid.
Okay, so I looked this up, like I said, on the web.
Okay.
Boats was in the top 5.
Well, yeah, you can only use them, 3 months out of the year if you're lucky up here?
I mean, I don't know how many. Snowmobiles. was on there. Even though people love snowmobiles in the areas where you get snow.
And they have been instrumental a lot of times when people have been snowed in, things like that.
Sure.
You know,
As have boats when you have floods, right?
But I mean, like, I could never.
If you
justify
can't use
the price.
it more than a few times a year,
Yeah.
I say let her go.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were a couple of big ones.
I would say electric vehicles. And I'm not talking bicycles.
No, I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking cars.
And you know how I feel about electric
And we're going to do a
vehicles.
whole nother episode on that.
Whole nother
But I think
show
that is
about
the
that.
biggest money wasting.
Oh, unless you've got a
Pit.
gas-powered, diesel-powered generator in your back
charge it.
trunk to charge it, you're going to be screwed.
Okay,
But
so
that's a different show. That's a different show.
And I did look this up too. And I happen to use Reddit because I'm on Reddit a lot. And the number one thing there that everybody was talking about was this woman who, well, there was two things. One was this woman who paid $40 a month for a subscription to a service so she could remote start her car. Yeah, let that sink in.
I heard crickets there for a minute.
Okay. $40 a month so you can remote start your car.
The reason that I didn't say anything is because I looked things up on the web, and one of the top things in that respect was unused subscription services. So people who subscribe to things and never use them. Now, I will tell you, I've been guilty of that, especially online services.
Yeah.
I've paid for a lot of online services that I really and truly have not used. So that
And the second one that was on there was a lady who had paid quite a few $100s for professional hair and makeup to go to a Drake concert, and her concert ticket cost $1,200 by itself. Just in that off chance that he might scan that crowd and see her and be like,
hairdo and her makeup.
That's my soulmate right there. Like, are you kidding me? First of all, $1,200 for a concert ticket?
I know.
I
That's
don't
crazy.
think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you're just sweating and you're with other people and you got your hair and makeup just did. And no.
Yeah.
no.
I mean, if you got a buttload of money, then, spend it however you want
Right.
to.
No,
but
I'm not. And
a lot
that's-
of people don't have $1,200.
That's with the whole list. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to buy this crap, go ahead. I'm going to side eye you if you tell me about it.
Right. So another one that I saw was extended warranties.
Oh, yeah.
Like
they're
on
worthless.
cars, on appliances, on tools. I have been guilty, very guilty of that. I have bought extended warranties, like even at Walmart.
Yeah,
They'll
I was going to
"Do you
say at
want the
Walmart.
extended Walmart or the extended warranty, and I go, yeah. How much is it? Oh, $4.96. Yeah, go ahead. Well, when the time comes and the piece of equipment breaks, I don't have any idea where I bought it, where the receipt is, where the warranty is,
Well,
or
and the
what
bad
I'm
thing
supposed
is,
to do.
you can't just take it back to Walmart.
No,
They
you're
don't take
supposed to
them.
go through the warranty company.
Exactly.
Now, one thing that I will say has been advantageous, and I think you especially have found this to be, is a home warranty.
Oh, absolutely.
And I have one on this home. We have one on the Georgia house also. And they definitely are, and they're expensive.
Oh, it saved my butt, though, that
but
first
they've
year.
yeah, you had a lot of stuff happen on your home.
Yeah, I mean, my entire furnace went out
Right.
and had to be replaced.
And then you had a refrigerator or something go out too, didn't you?
No.
Or- oh, I thought your refrigerator went out.
No, that was just the derecho took everything out.
So another one, and I don't mean to cut you off,
Yeah.
but unnecessary insurance policies. I do not carry life insurance.
I don't either.
And the reason I don't is because I have enough money for you kids to pay for my funeral.
Right.
Unless you decide to, throw my body in the dumpster and then just go out to eat it.
We'll,
at Chuck E.
we'll find the
Cheese.
neighbor we don't like and just toss it over the fence.
Toss
It'll
my
be
body
fine.
there. But I do not carry life insurance. I, of course, have health insurance, and
I only carry life insurance through my work, only because they have a policy
I did
on me.
too. And our
That's
company
it.
was really good about providing, and you could buy up, of course.
Right.
But they were really good about that. But I just do not pay for life insurance. It's just something that I just.
Oh,
Don't
here's
follow.
one you'll remember. Beanie Babies.
What about them?
You remember that craze?
Yeah, people were buying them like crazy.
Oh, man. And they're going, oh, we're going to make millions. Remember that divorce case where the husband and wife had to go to court and
To find
divide
custody of the Beanie Babies.
the Beanie Babies in front of the judge because they
Yes.
were going to be worth millions. And now look at you.
Yeah.
Now look at you.
Yeah. Now look at you. Yeah. So other than that, I don't think I really have anything that I've spent money on that's ridiculous. Do you think?
Yeah. So one of my ones is diamonds.
Oh.
And here's why.
yeah.
In this day and age, you can get diamonds, quote unquote, that are made in a lab. Okay.
Yeah.
The diamonds that everybody wants and everybody cherishes, and everybody, you have to have that diamond engagement ring that costs more than your house if you really love her. Bull. Okay. First of all, those diamonds are not ethically sourced. Okay. They are literal
That
blood
is
diamonds.
true. That is true.
Number two, you're going to worry about a diamond on your hand rather than a house payment. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just stupid to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupid.
Yeah, I agree with that. And to go along with that, and I've always said this, big weddings.
Oh, yes.
What are you doing?
Elaborate weddings. What are you
They're
doing?
$25 to $50 to $100,000, if not more. Depending on how rich your family is, I guess, to do the wedding for you. But
My
the thing
wedding
is-
cost $800.
I know you had a pretty simple wedding at
I
the
did.
park.
I
And it was
did.
great. There
It
wasn't
was
anything
great.
wrong with it. But the thing is people spend more time worrying and being bridezillas about a wedding and who's going to be there and how much money they're going to spend on your gift and all of that crap, instead of worrying about how you and your spouse will be communicating, how you will be raising your children, what kind of religious beliefs that you have, what kind of political beliefs do you have, how are you going to argue, and will you both be up and forward with it as opposed to calling names.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go into a marriage. Obviously, I've certainly failed in quite a few. So,
She knows what she's talking about. Trust me. Okay.
but you live and learn, right?
Right.
And the
And
fact
there's
is,
just so much that those resources could go to,
Right.
everything from a small honeymoon afterwards. And then, you have life to come back to.
right.
Okay. You have car payments. Now, have
Exactly.
you moved in together? Are you getting a house? Are you planning on children? Let's
Why
start
set
saving for
yourself
that.
up for debt immediately when you could have used that money from the wedding? Now, that's just how I feel personally. Dr. Domain, how do you feel about it?
About weddings?
Yeah, about, spending just
Elaborate
a
weddings.
Oh,
buttload
spending-
of money on
Yeah,
weddings
I think it's
or diamonds,
Yeah.
He's looking at me because he knows. he
I
knows that
I am squarely in the camp of Bobby. On
you're in
diamonds.
Bobby's camp
Yeah.
on the diamonds?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well, that's good to know. So he looks at me with this weird look because he knows
I
that
think they're
my last
overrated.
couple were
I think
big.
for some reason society has put so much value on them that
Yeah,
I think there's more important things
I agree.
to
I
be-
agree with
Yeah.
that.
focused on.
Yeah. So, do you have any smaller purchase items that you think are, silly purchases?
Oh yeah, overpriced drinks. I mean,
Oh.
but it's a matter
Oh,
it's a matter of
yeah.
convenience. You go in and
yeah.
you find that there's something really easy to get, and I regret it every time.
I do too.
go
Eating
in, I'm
out
like-
in
It's like
general.
prepackaged, prepared
Yeah.
food. Like Sydney, my youngest daughter, she gets those hard-boiled eggs in the little box at the gas station. They're pre-hard-boiled, they're pre-peeled, ready to eat, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me right now? Like you just
Oh, my
saved
goodness.
20 minutes, but you just spent $4 on 2 eggs."
Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Dr. Domain.
Well,
I know you want to say
No,
something.
I think that like the coffee shops are overrated,
Yeah.
Oh,
overpriced.
yes.
I don't
and
even drink coffee,
It's
just
so
kinda
I
crazy,
think they're
so.
ridiculous.
I can't make my rent or I can't, buy food, but man, you're standing in line at Starbucks, spend $8 on a cup of coffee. And-
Right.
And if you can afford it, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you don't ever complain about, ever having to not be able to pay a bill
Right.
or get something for your kids or whatever it is, knock yourself out.
Right.
I'm all for that. Just, make yourself comfortable. Get what you want in this life, and buy whatever you want. You earn the money. But when you have those habits and then you can't make your house payment, can't make my car payment.
Yeah, that's
boo-hoo,
a totally different
boo-hoo on
story.
social networking. And it's like, shut up. We saw you standing in line, at the Starbucks.
We saw your Starbucks order. Don't
we
play.
saw you at the restaurant ordering all this stuff. So anyway.
But there's certain things I would spend money on,
Like what?
like real butter.
Ah.
I grew up on
Margarine,
really nasty
oleo.
margarine. Didn't know any different.
Yeah. We didn't
And
know.
then I'm like, no, that's one
Yeah.
thing I'm going to get is real butter.
Yep.
And then fake syrup. I don't do that
Oh,
anymore either.
yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, he turned me on to real maple syrup. And
Oh, yeah.
that stuff is, how do I want to say it?
Completely
Black marketed
different.
also
Yeah.
because it's not even, it can say real maple syrup on it and it's really not.
Right.
So he turned me on to that and some companies that are legit. And what a difference. But I'm with him on the butter because
So-
I grew up on oleomargarine.
So on that note, what are some things that you will spend money on that other people might just think, oh my God, what is this woman doing? Like there's a cheaper way, or why are you buying this? Or that is completely unnecessary.
I can't think of anything off. I cannot
gave
think of
you
anything.
the option before we started.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Okay, I can think of things for you.
Like
Okay.
what?
So, audience, a lot of you don't know this, but my mother, I wouldn't call it obsessive, but it's a little about an obsessive collection of certain things.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
So one of them is sunglasses. Okay,
Yeah,
you have
what?
one face. How many pairs of sunglasses do you need?
I am down to 74 pairs.
74 pairs.
I got
of
rid of a
sunglasses.
buttload of sunglasses because you guys were on me all the time. I like sunglasses and I like nice sunglasses.
Boots.
Oh my goodness. What's wrong with having nice boots?
I didn't say not nice boots. How many
Oh, my
pairs do you need,
gosh.
though? I mean, really?
Really? I think okay. So there's two. That's two things.
We won't put too much out of it out there.
Okay,
yet.
I will say that sometimes, and I'm not as bad as most people I know as it relates to pickleball equipment, but I'm willing to spend on pickleball equipment because I do play pickleball.
Yeah, and that is sports. You
Yeah,
know,
and but I know a lot of people who spend thousands and thousands of dollars on pickleball paddles, and you
Yeah.
just got to have the right one for the wind velocity today, and is it hot or cold today, or is it whatever it is, what way am I facing in this particular?
And I have a few. I
What?
have just a few, but they're simple ones.
Okay,
My ketchup has to be Heinz.
okay,
Okay, I'm not going
I
to eat
like
the cheap
Hunt's.
crap.
I like Hunt's ketchup.
My toothpaste has to be Crest.
Mine does too.
Absolutely. I just
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I have to have decent toilet paper.
I don't really care about toilet paper as
Yeah,
long
I
as it's
know.
not single ply.
I know, trust me.
As long as it's not single ply, I really don't care.
But I mean, I'm not talking like the most expensive, but it's got to be good toilet paper.
Well,
okay, I'm not going to cut myself short on
Did
that.
you have a problem with this as a child that you're harboring some
think-
ill feelings about this?
I think I had too many finger slips through the paper in order to feel comfortable.
Oh, that's so
Not-
disgusting.
And then like soda. So I'm a soda drinker. I drink Coca-Cola. I
Yeah.
don't drink off-brand soda.
You drink Mountain Dew.
No, that's modesty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wrong
That's
daughter.
her sister.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't drink pop, as you know that. I don't drink
Yeah.
sodas or pop. I haven't for over 20 years.
But I mean, otherwise, like I buy name brand pet food because my pets deserve it. But
oh, okay. Wait,
other than
slow
that-
your roll there, hooker. Here's the deal. Okay, so I'm worried about what my pets are eating, and I want them
my
to be
dog
healthy.
eats cat poop, so-
Okay, I was gonna say I've seen what your kids and what you shove into your faces. Okay, so
Our animals
but
eat
I'm
better.
worried about the dog. I don't want him to have a heart attack. My dog licks his own butt and gets
I was
into
gonna
the
say-
garbage.
Well, let me tell you about a waste of money because my freaking dog has got 2 brain cells and one's always on vacation. So I was hoping the good dog food might help, but it did not.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't. It doesn't help at all.
So yeah, let's have some listeners. If they want to write in about
Yeah,
things that
or
they think
maybe
are
they just have this
stupid or-
discussion with their family. You
yeah.
know?
I mean, we don't want any hard feelings. Trust me, because this could. I seen the darts that Mom was shooting at me when I asked her the question about what she spent money on. That was ridiculous.
But you have to admit, Bobby, I am not a spendthrift. I mean, I'm a big saver, and you know
Yeah.
that. And then when I do buy, I buy big. So, but I'm not a spendthrift. So
I need a pair of
anyway.
sunglasses. How about 53? Okay.
All right. Well, I will say that's probably about all we've got today. I hope that did trigger you, and I hope it did make you think about some of the things that you've made purchases on, and maybe it'll make a change. I don't know. It changes me sometimes on what my purchases will be. But we appreciate you all joining us here at the Rabbit Hole Studio. Be sure to follow us. We look forward to spending more time with you each week. Please like us. If you have positive feedback, please contact us, or if you've got a topic that you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
We've got a few of those that just came in, and we'll be adding those to our list. And we've talked about hate mail before. We're just not interested.
Nope.
So we don't want that. But if you've got other information or topic, send us a note at boomerandgenxer@gmail.com. And we'll see you next time. I'm Jane Burke.
And I'm Bobbi Joy.
And you're stuck with us. Peace out.
Later.